Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 9. Tatra Anjasa Ayushman Bhavata Yat Vinishchitam Pungsam Ekantataha Shreyaha Tat Naha Shansitum Arhasi. Tatra Tatranjasayushman Bhavata Yad Vinishchitam Pungsamekantata Shreyas Tanna Shansitum Arhasi. Tatra Tatranjasayushman Bhavata Yad Vinishchitam Pungsamekantata Shreyas Tanna Shansitum Arhasi. Tatra Tatranjasayushman Bhavata Yad Vinishchitam Pungsamekantata Shreyas Tanna Shansitum Arhasi.
Tatra Tatranjasayushman
Bhavata Yad Vinishchitam Pungsamekantata Shreyas Tanna Shansitum Arhasi. Tatra Tatranjasayushman Bhavata Yad Vinishchitam Pungsamekantata Shreyas Tanna Shansitum Arhasi. Tatra thereof. Tatra thereof. Anjasa made easy. Ayushman blessed with a long duration of life. Bhavata by your good self. Yat whatever. Vinishchitam ascertained. Pungsam for the people in general. Ekantataha absolutely. Shreya ultimate good. That Naha to us. Shansitum to explain. Arhasi deserve. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Please, therefore, being blessed with many years, explain to us in an easily understandable way what you have ascertained to be the absolute and ultimate good for the people in general. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, worship of the Acarya is recommended. The Acharyas and Goswamis are always absorbed in thought of the well-being of the general public, especially their spiritual well-being. Spiritual well-being is automatically followed by material well-being. The Acharyas therefore give directions in spiritual well-being for people in general. Foreseeing the incompetencies of the people in this age of Kali or in the iron age of quarrel, the sages requested that Sutta Goswami give a summary of all revealed scriptures, because the people of this age are condemned in every respect. The sages therefore inquired of the absolute good, which is the ultimate good for the people. The condemned state of affairs of the people of this age is described as follows. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Deshatharini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Tatra tatranjasa yushman bhavata yad vinishchitam pungsam ekan tata shreyas tanna shang situm arhasi. Please, therefore, being blessed with many years, explain to us in an easily understandable way what you have ascertained to be the absolute and ultimate good for the people in general. This is a question asked by Shonak Rishi and the sages to Suta Goswami. Srimad-Bhagavatam, which Suta Goswami spoke, is an answer to 6 questions which they asked. This is the first one. They had taken shelter of Suta Goswami and as a guru. They themselves did not take the Vedas and discuss, but rather they saw him and took shelter. So here Srila Prabhupada is writing that in Bhagavad Gita, worship of the Acharya is recommended. Which verse is that? It comes in chapter 13, Elements of Knowledge, 8 to 12. Chapter 13, text 8 to 12. There it says, Acharya Upasanam, approaching a bona fide spiritual master, is an element of knowledge. One who is in knowledge, he'll do that. One who is said to have understood things as they are, he'll approach a guru, Acharya Upasanam. The concept of guru is there in Vedic culture in everything. For war, music, whatever else there is, of course spiritual, every dance, there'll be a guru. The idea is we take shelter and serve someone who has knowledge, who will impart the knowledge. Of course we can open and read ourselves, but it will take a very long time. Or you can learn dancing or war on your own, but through the agency of a person who knows, who we take shelter of and serve, he will impart the knowledge very fast, very quickly. This is a concept of guru, which is in the Vedas. Personally, we are all in ignorance. If we are in ignorance, how do we have knowledge? If we say, I am going to decide the best path, best religion, best anything. So how will we do that? We are in illusion. We don't have knowledge. Our knowledge is covered. Therefore we are known as conditioned souls, Baddha Jeev. So we have to approach someone who is not bound. Those who approach someone who is also bound, they cannot be liberated. This is given in Srimad-Bhagavatam. That Te ishatantyam urudamni bada. That's given in Prahlad Maharaj's prayers. That those who are also bound, that andha yata andhe upaniyamanina, those who are blind, they don't have knowledge, they take shelter of another blind person. They elect him, you be politician, or you be the head of this country, or even head of a school or whatever. But he's blind. They are blind, you have to then appoint someone with eyes. But andha yata andhe rupaniyamani. They are blind, they took a blind person, the result is they'll all fall in the ditch. They cannot come to any knowledge. And why? Prahlad Maharaj says there that te api ishatantrayam urudamni baddha. Because those people are tied up, they are bound up with the ropes of ignorance. Ishatantrayam urudamni baddha. So they're bound up, not having knowledge, and they took someone else who's bound. So if you are bound, bound means knowledge is covered, and baddha means that we are not free to think, to act We are not having our full consciousness. So a person who understands that I am in this world not having full knowledge, I am a conditioned soul, must approach someone with knowledge. This is the Vedic system. Vedic means Vedic. Why are you saying Vedic? Because Veda comes from God. All the Vedas come from God. Asya mahato bhutasya nishvasitam etad yad rigvedo yajurveda samaveda tharvangi rasaha. That is given, that the 4 Vedas emanated from Mahavishnu's breathing. So they are breath of Mahavishnu. So now if that is coming from Mahavishnu, this is perfect knowledge. Therefore we will say Veda. We will quote. So Vedas say, approach someone for knowledge. In modern disease, people want to be independent and alone, and therefore they are not able to come to any knowledge, because there's what they glorify now. Someone is independent, strong, not depending on anyone. Yeah, but actually we are depending on everyone every second. We don't understand. We are not moving our body on our own. Paramatma is moving the body. We are just willing. I want to move. Okay. One day we'll will. I want to move. We will not move because Paramatma will refuse. So we want to be independent, but we are dependent on everything for everyone. Right now, we want, we have to get food, we have to get money. We are working for people. People are giving money. We are dependent. We are dependent. Now when we say, okay, we'll take shelter of someone, he'll give knowledge. Oh, I don't take shelter of people. You do it on your own. Why you have to follow any guru, Okay, on your own, we cannot do anything on our own. Actually, realistically speaking, if we study Shastra, we'll understand we cannot not even pass stool on our own. We cannot, because there's a God. I think Mitra is the God for passing stool, and he refuses to cooperate. He'll not be able to do that. So how will we remove ourselves from illusion? On our own. We are fully dependent on everyone, everything outside of us. Even when we are driving a car, a traffic light comes, we stop. You're listening to the traffic light. You're subservient to the traffic light. So why don't you take shelter of a guru? We don't want to submit to guru, but we submitted to traffic light. We submitted to the, what is it called, tax, income tax. We are following everything of government and this country. So people have that idea that I'll read the Veda, I'll read the knowledge, I'll get knowledge on my own, on our own. This is a disease. Knowledge does not come from us. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. Knowledge comes from Sri Guru. He will give. The pleasing the Guru, serving, the knowledge manifests in the heart. We cannot make sense of that. Just accept it. In the Veda it's written. Normally, knowledge is something I get from my eyes, my senses, my mind. But it says here, no, Divya Gyan you will get from Guru. He'll make it come in the heart when we serve him. We are singing every day. So, the spiritual master and the gurus, they have taken the knowledge, absorbed it, understood it, realized it. We have to see even Veda through the Guru. We cannot open Veda and, like just now, we read the shloka, now the purport we are seeing through the Guru. Some verses in Gita, if you read, you will not make any sense. If you think that we'll read without commentary. I just want the Gita without the commentary. You give me just the Sanskrit. What will you understand? We will not understand it. Okay, the gurus, they have been empowered by their gurus, and their gurus by their guru, and ultimately Krishna is in the beginning of the chain. So he revealed knowledge to them. So they will reveal knowledge to us. The gurus will reveal it. Not even the books that we read. Nothing. I'll read the book, but the knowledge will not be revealed. At the present moment, our knowledge is covered. We are in a dangerous position. Why do the gurus, we say here, it says here, that the acharyas, are always absorbed in thought of well-being of general public. And, public. Therefore, they give directions for spiritual welfare of people. Why is it said that? Why is it? Because acharyas, they studied the knowledge, they studied the Veda, they understand everything, and what they understand is that we are in a very dangerous situation. Jiva is now in this human body. Any time next birth he can come to an animal body. Then what will we do? We cannot come out of this material world. So the gurus, they can see, they have vision, tattva darshini. They are seeing what is our actual position, what is the danger. And so they feel so much compassion. Just like someone, he's watching a person on the edge of a cliff, mountain, and he's seeing, oh, that stone is falling, this person is going to fall. He's seeing that. He'll run and catch him. Why didn't other people stop that person? Why didn't that person himself stop himself from falling? They cannot see. They could not see. Acharya saw, and with that vision he came to help. So even now, people cannot see. They're using all energy, all time, all the youth and intelligence to enjoy, but there's no enjoyment in this world. It says in Bhagavad Gita, dukkhalayamashashvatam, place of suffering. There's no enjoyment. What are you looking for? Why are you struggling for enjoyment? It's not there. No, it is. Okay, do it. But the gurus, they see that this is not there, and that this jiva is going to take birth again. He may get animal body, so out of compassion, his whole being is living just to write books, give lectures, and deliver people. They can see, but the other people cannot see. They're trying to expand their material wealth, their so-called enjoyment, some political purpose, some philanthropic purpose. But acharyas see. Therefore, what do they see? That these people are suffering, and therefore they are so much covered in compassion to rescue them. The jiva is covered in maya and impelled by modes. Prakriti kriyamanani, it says, gunai karmani sarvasha. That means the jiva has taken a body, and this body is under sattvagun, rajagun, tamagun, pushing. Just like we want to sleep, we cannot avoid sometimes. We must feel sleepy. That is impelled by tamagun. And sense enjoyment. We must enjoy our senses. That is impelled by rajagun. And just that we cannot avoid, because we are in that body. Body is being pushed by the guna. And in that state, we are not free. We are known as conditioned souls. Baddha jiva. Baddha jiva is not free. We should not think I'm free. Every time this question comes, Swatantra Divas, Independence Day of India. At that time, all in ISKCON, they remind everybody that when did we get independence? We are not independent. We are not. We are bound up. We have to come out of this. During independence, they came to Srila Prabhupada's guru. Why aren't you joining the independence movement? Why are you teaching this knowledge? Why you took all the young people to work in your ashram? They should be trying to liberate the world. He said that actually we are not free, even if say British go, still we are bound up. We are bound up in this material body, in this material world. That is the real liberation. This other external thing, it will change. India was ruling the world, now Britain's ruling, then the Mughals were ruling. And now from what it seems, India will again rule slowly, economically, politically coming up, according to opinion of other people. So these are temporary material things. Sort out the root cause. Root cause is we are stuck in this cycle of birth and death. We are suffering. An intelligent person will act to stop the suffering and help others. So gurus, they see. Acharyas, they have seen the Veda, they can see. We perform so many materialistic activities, material sense gratification. So because of that, we are having kut means desire for trying to enjoy this material world. Already we enjoy this material world so much. So because of that, we are not able to focus on any other thing. The desire is to enjoy this world. Because in the past I desired it, so now the desire again to enjoy is very strong. So the jiva is not supposed to engage in such activities. The mind is filled with material desires because of past. So now it says in Srimad-Bhagavatam, that nunam pramate kurute vikarma yad indriya prite aparnoti. A person who accepted sense gratification as aim of life, that I will enjoy this body, I will enjoy this material world. So Srimad-Bhagavatam says, nunam pramata kurute vikarma yat indriya prita aparnoti. Indriya prita means sense gratification. So the person who decided, I will enjoy this world, I will enjoy this body, then pramata, he becomes mad. Nunam pramata kurute vikarma. He becomes mad because the material body, material senses cannot be satisfied. We are told in Bhagavad Gita, this is not possible. If I'm going to take my aim to satisfy them, then it will work hard, but they'll not be satisfied. But what will happen? That they will demand more and more and more and more. So pramata means mad, because one will become mad with so many desires which he cannot fulfill. Kurute vikarma, then he will do sinful activities to try to satisfy his senses. So any basic culture or religious system all over the world, people lived regulated lives, woke up at this time, practiced some religious activity, some festival, some ritual, everything was put in place to balance human life. Now people rejected everything. It's mad rush now just to earn money, get car, but in the process what happens? We lose our mind, we lose our health, we lose the culture, we lose the religion, we lose everything. Okay, but we got the money, yeah, but what will you do now? When you cannot eat, we cannot sleep. People, as I heard once, that in places like now in the West and maybe Japan, they take a pill to sleep, they take a pill to stay awake in the day, pill to digest, pill not to go mad. They have, I know people, now youth here in India taking pills because they are almost mad, they're taking pill not to go mad more. So that is the pill culture. What happened, you know? That these people, they made the desire that we're going to enjoy this material world. No, nunam pramate, pramata, we will go mad. It's not possible to satisfy. Shastra is telling us. So we cannot see that. We cannot see because we are blind, we're in illusion. But Sri Guru sees. The Gurus will analyze, see the Shastra, see the people, they have vision, they are seeing through Shastra. Then they will awaken us. They are seeing that these people, next birth is animal birth. They can understand. Next birth, animal. Oh, next birth is human but great suffering. Why? Person is eating the cow. Then, so next birth it says that they will suffer hell, like hell. Hell, of course, they'll suffer, but they'll be born here in a hellish life of suffering. How many births? As many hairs on the body of the cow. So the Acarya is saying, don't do this, do not do that. But others cannot see. They're opening the factory for slaughtering cows. How can we do that? This is a symbol of ignorance. We didn't take shelter of the Guru, Acharya. Previously, whole society was guided by Acharyas. Even now, in some religious society, cultural, they look to some spiritual head. Okay, now it's perverted reflection because sometimes they're not really spiritual and they're not really qualified. But that idea is there now. It was still there in the past. So how to come out of this situation? Because I am mad, I'm in a difficulty, but I don't have intelligence. I don't have intelligence to see I'm mad. I don't have intelligence to see how I'm wrong. That intelligence is blocked. I cannot use my intelligence. I have to use intelligence of Shastra and Guru. You must take shelter. So I am illusioned. You can tell a person is intoxicated. Go home. Cannot go home. He knows where his home is, but now he drank alcohol, he's drunk, he cannot go home. He cannot go home, he cannot stand while he'll walk, he cannot walk. So, but so then what can he do? We are in the same position. We don't know what to do. A mad person is eating meat, he doesn't understand what will happen. No, mad person. Okay, and for example, it says in Shastra, illicit relation with women is such a heavy sin, such a serious sin. Of course, in hellish planets they're punished. But even in next birth, suffering happens. We heard from Srila Prabhupada, when the lust increases so much, then that is when people are born as homosexual. When they are not able to satisfy, it grows so much, then next birth is like that. So no vision to see, but Sri Guru sees, Guru sees, Guru is able to see. And so our eyes should be through Sri Guru. What is Guru saying? We see through Guru. We cannot trust our eyes, we cannot trust our brain. We have to see and read the book, what the Guru is saying. They are not illusion, they are Tattva Darshini. Tadvidipranipatina pariprashena seva upadikshati te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Krishna says, just try to take shelter, just try to approach a bona fide spiritual master. The self-realized soul can show you the truth because he has seen it. So those who have seen, they can do. How to get bhakti, how to get knowledge, how to get jnana, how to get bhakti. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. The lotus feet of the spiritual master is the only way by which you can attain devotional service. Go to Shri Guru, go to the Guru. Scientist cannot help you come free from birth and death. Scientist does not know what is death. Scientist is dying himself. Scientist, psychologist cannot help you, and motivational speaker cannot help you. He'll motivate you falsely. Yes, you can do it, you have to will it. Yes, you can do, but finally he'll die. Finally he has to earn money, he has to go get his salary and bank it himself. He'll get sick, he'll go to the doctor. How will he help you? Motivational speaker won't help. Psychologist won't help. Money will help you? Money. Paper will help you. Overcome birth and death by paper. No, paper cannot help you. Paper will decompose. So, who can help you? Only the Guru. Only the Guru can help. Even if I think I have Veda, I'll read Veda in my home nicely. No, I'll read, but what will you understand? We will not understand. Even Veda we see through Guru. Actually, every sampradaya, they take shelter of an Acharya. So like here the Acharyas are taking shelter of Sutta. They didn't have Vedic knowledge. They are Rishis, they are Munis. They can see everything, but they understood that, all that knowledge, but what is pertaining to now, which knowledge? The question is here, what you have ascertained to be the absolute good and ultimate good for people in general. Of course, that doesn't mean, that means specifically now in Kali Yuga is coming. So what shall we do? Which knowledge is applying? What is the knowledge applying? What shall we do? What should we accept, not accept? Because even in Shastra it says, in Kali Yuga some things are not accepted. We know, for example, Srila Prabhupada quoted, now I can't remember where that was from, but it said that in Kali Yuga, there's a practice that when someone dies, then the brother can have children in the wife of his brother. That's not allowed in Kali Yuga. Okay, that is not allowed, and that yajna by which you can sacrifice an animal, and the animal will get a new body and come out. And that is to prove that the Brahmin knows the mantra and he is also qualified to chant it. That's not allowed. Many things are not allowed in Kali Yuga. And in Kali Yuga things are allowed which before are not. For example, now we are chanting japa. There's no rules. Before, don't wear shoes, don't chant this place, don't chant that place. Some people cannot chant also. You don't chant, you chant. No rules, Kali Yuga. So who knows these principles? They want to know that Kali Yuga is coming. The next verse, Prayanal Payusha Sabya, that in the age of Kali, people are very disturbed, this and this and that. So now the question is what to do. So the Acharya knows that. What is the definition of Acharya? Many different definitions are there. One of them is that he makes a significant contribution to the parampara, literary contribution. We'll have Guru Shishya in one sampradaya. But certain among them are being Acharyas are there. Like Srila Prabhupada is Acharya. Actually Acharya also means Guru. But in this case I'm saying Acharya is that one who is setting the standard in the sampradaya. And after him, Prabhupada came many people. But they're not Acharya in that level. They're representing Prabhupada. So Prabhupada laid down what we should be doing, what we shouldn't do, what in for particular our age. So he had that vision, he understood. So now we take shelter of Srila Prabhupada. Here they took shelter of Shukadev, Sutta Goswami. He could speak the knowledge for their Desha, Kala, Patra. For that time, for that place, for that circumstance, this knowledge has to be applied and emphasized. Acharyas know. So now, here, for example, in ISKCON, we take shelter of Srila Prabhupada. Before Prabhupada came, Bhagavatam was there. Chaitanya Charitamrita was there. Of course, his books were not there, but Gaudiya Sampradaya was there. Krishna was there. But after, when Srila Prabhupada came, he gave it in a form that you take it now in this way. Now read like this, do this, wake up, chant 16 rounds, attend Mangalarati. And if we follow the Acharya, we will get perfection. Even the Sri Guru, Gurus are coming after Srila Prabhupada. But Prabhupada said himself that we write International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's a rule. Prabhupada said, whenever we write that, under that we have to write Founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Once they didn't write Founder Acharya, they just wrote Acharya. Prabhupada said, no, I'm the Founder Acharya. Acharyas will be there, many, but I'm founder, which means everyone should follow what I said. Now a normal person says that, you'll think, oh, he's proud, he's puffed up. But Srila Prabhupada is representing Krishna. And he slept 3 or 4 hours a day. And what he wrote, what he did, we can understand he's not a normal person. So when Prabhupada is saying, we can understand that this is somebody representing Krishna. So we will take it as true. So Prabhupada said, he's found Acharya, below in the book here it's written, International Society. Also where they write Prabhupada, his name, below, found Acharya of International Society. So basically what it means is that Srila Prabhupada is on the level, he came to give for us this vision. This is the Shastra to read, what to do, and how to understand it. So anyone coming after him is representing him. He's taking the same knowledge of Srila Prabhupada. And so now, by following Srila Prabhupada in this way, by taking shelter, one gets spiritual perfection. On our own we cannot do it, but Prabhupada has taken the vast Shastra, and actually Prabhupada said in many quotes that in this age 2 books are enough, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad-Bhagavatam. He said if you simply read Bhagavad Gita, that also is alone, but is enough, but we are not having that level to grasp. Actually maybe you can, it will take longer. If you just read Gita, long means very long, but Bhagavatam elaborates on Gita. So these 2 books are enough. Acharya has said it, and others may question, how is that? How is it? We are not reading Rig Veda. Can I get Rig Veda? Someone can come. I want Yajur Veda. We can't understand. Neither are we at that position to extract what is important for us. But in Srimad-Bhagavatam, Prabhupada has written the commentary. He's given the vision how to understand Bhagavatam. And Prabhupada said, my purports are more important than the verses. In this particular age for us, we will not understand verses, but the purports are more important. So Acharya said it and we follow. Chant 16 rounds. So now, intelligent person will take shelter of the Acharya and follow. Okay, but now mass of people, especially in the West, this is common. That why you have to follow someone? You do it on your own. Open the book and read Gita at home. Why you have to join some institution? But this is a shelter. This is a great benediction for us who don't have knowledge, we don't have vision, we cannot see, I was saying like intoxicated person, he cannot go and find the way home, he cannot stand, how will he go home? Someone has to pick him and take him. Or you just wait there until you clear up your illusion. So for us, someone has to pick us up and take, we cannot. Baddha Jeev, tied up, who will tie us? Untie us. Who is not untied, he can untie us. Himself he is not having tied up. We are tied up. He'll come and untie us. So here Prabhupada says that worship of Acharya is recommended. Acharyas and Goswamis are absorbed in thought of well-being of general public. So now we're talking about spiritual. What about material? Spiritual well-being is automatically followed by material well-being. Previously in India, there was not so much emphasis on material development, material wealth, sort out the matter, material acquisition, wealth. Why? Because spiritually everyone was trained up. Material came, everything came. There were no colleges, schools, IT parks before in India, but India was the richest country. Even now, again, it's coming to that position. Due to spiritual proficiency, spiritual knowledge, spiritual practice, material things will sort out. Behind matter is spirit. Matter is not independent. Why is this wall as it is? These are made up of atoms. In the atom is Shirodakshay Vishnu. Electron, atom has energy. Why reactions happen with each other? Atoms have Shirodakshay Vishnu. This material world, how is it working? Why is rain coming? Why? Rain is water. How is it that the water is falling in an organized way, rivers and lakes? There's a spirit behind. Jiva, spiritual energy is more important. Matter, material, of course, that follows from matter. It says here that material well-being, spiritual well-being is automatically followed by material well-being. The acharyas therefore give directions in spiritual well-being for people in general. Therefore, the sages inquired the absolute good, which is the ultimate good. This is the purpose. They took shelter of Suta Goswami and asked him so many questions. And he answered, and Srimad-Bhagavatam came. And now this Bhagavatam is such a benediction for us that we read it, live by it, attain the knowledge and get perfection. This is the goal of life. Hare Krishna, any questions? No. Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai.